Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win a ring. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in the land. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull them. Even if a young sucker wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew ties till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping mad. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. I won't bow down to no man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost taste the playoffs from here. Kenny, how do they taste?
Wait, hold on. Ooh, it tastes like chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at Boston, they've been executing at a high level. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Get a nice clean game.
And of course, the big news, Joel Embiid out with the injury.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious, but we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it. It's a tough blow for them.
Really just a tough loss. I mean, it looks like it will be, guys, a long road for him, but hopefully with the help of the team doctors, he can make that turnaround as quickly as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carl Landry is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Smith. Then there's Okafor. And it's Hughes in at the 2. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good for Okafor. On offense, here are the Celtics. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Now, here is Smith. Last game we saw him score 13. Misfires after coming off the pick. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Freak's got his second basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Landry with the screen. Smith drives in. The 15-footer. Landry gets the bucket.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thomas dishes to Freak. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Smith kicks to Okafor. Tries again. Landry no good.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Thomas passes to Freak. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Freak.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Freak after Carl Landry's bucket. Here's Mark outside for Thomas. From 18 feet away. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. And that's 10 points for Freak. The 76ers trail by 6. Landry a screen on Thomas. Smith drives in from 12 feet out. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Landry's got 6.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Freak passes to Ferguson. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Okafor. Excellent D there from Freak.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Back to Turner. Here's Mark. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And it's a complete here for Philadelphia.
All right, let's keep it going for your Celtics.
The 76ers trail by 8. There's a screen by Noel. They double him with Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
.127 left here in the first quarter. Thompson outside, takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Celtics leading by 8. Thomas goes in. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that one's good. Free.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Screen by Grant. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
The 76ers trail by 8. Clark in at the 4 spot. Also Johnson out there. Evan Turner is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Ferguson in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Is Smith. He's checked in for Philadelphia. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Shooting for Boston, Corey Ferguson.
And the free throw, no good. And for the 76ers, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. And here is Hughes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And it's Smith, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Hughes. So it's Boston now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He had 70 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was. Man.
Oh, my goodness. Fella's going to hurt somebody with a dunk like that. Probably will hurt himself.
Oh, there's too much fun.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the... perimeter.
A brief moment now to see
Post.
who's atop the NBA.
Rotate over
in
and make your
free
presence
throws.
felt.
Number 1, the Celtics.
Quit being so soft.
We've talked about rebounding being a key factor in winning. Free throws and free throw percentage is another one of those key factors in winning. This team is the best in the league at making free throws, and that's one of the reasons they're successful.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Landry's checked in. Here's Okafor. He hits it from 9. Now here's Turner. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Freak dishes to Crowder. Here's Mark using his post move to get the 2 points. Freak's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
To the middle, here's Okafor. Can't hit. Johnson with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 12. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, Boston with the triple.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his 3-point attempts.
Smith drives in. Turner with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Up the floor. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Will it go? Hughes, good. Hughes got 4 this quarter.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Here's Mark. And again, Boston with the triple.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Landry kicks to Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Celtics leading by 20. Pass to Freak. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Pick by Okafor.
2 minutes to play in the quarter.
1:57 left in the first half. Here's Hughes. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Smith against Johnson. 4-3, Covington. They grab their own miss. Boston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Turner passes to Freak. 1:14 left.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
They can't stop the run with that one.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
No good from outside. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. On the wing, Hughes. He's coming off a 22-point game against Indiana.
That's his first personal foul.
The 76ers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Smith. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And through one half.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming up.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He's got 32 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Carl Landry is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Hughes in at the 2. And Carl Landry picks up the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Thomas dishes to Olynyk. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the night. The 76ers shooting just 31% in the game. Hughes with it. Pass to Smith. The feed to Okafor. And Boston with the rebound. Freak's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Smith kicks to Landry, and the shot is good. Landry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Mark, and the 3-ball is good.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Boston's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And he gets it to go.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Poked away and stolen by Freak.
You got it.
For the finish.
Oh! How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Okafor with a screen on Thomas. And it's Smith penetrating. Okafor kicks to Covington. From 11 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
The dish to Freak. There's the 3. Rebounded by Covington. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
First trip to the line for him here. Boston making some changes. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Crowder in for Evan Turner. Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers. Hollis Thompson comes in for Ish Smith. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Now in the lineup of the 76ers. Number 12.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Passes it to Hughes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And that one's good. Freak.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in scoring. In field goal percentage, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean,
putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Thomas goes in. Dishes to Freak. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pick by Okafor. Grant with a screen on Thomas. Noel in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Freak number 1.
You know what, Kevin? He loves that three-point shot. He's got a honey-sweet stroke, always on balance, tremendous rhythm, and he's confident when he lets it go.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Thomas passes to Freak. In the corner, Crowder with it. Picked by Zeller. Crowder dishes to Zeller. Outside Thomas. All sorts of time. And again, another basket good from Freak. Freak's got 48.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Noel got it. Good job in the low post. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter. Thomas kicks to Freak. Stolen by Grant. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He feeds it to Noel. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 8 rebounds in this game. For 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Stolen by Thomas. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. The 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. He's guarded by Thomas. With 1 on the clock. And no good.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming up the court are your Celtics Panthers.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Freak checked in for the Celtics. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the win. Continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated, 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Mark, he's in at power forward. He's out there with Tyler Zeller. Mickey out there with Rozier. And it's Ferguson in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. There's the pass to Holmes. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Grant for the 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. Feeds it to Grant. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
All right, guys, come on. Get to a basket. Let's shoot some free throws. All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all-around offensive prowess.
Is he anything like the other Isaiah Thomas?
No, he's different. The original, the OG Isaiah Thomas was very...
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. And fourth place in the East, this is a confident team. They're not backing down from anybody.
And a win here, guys, would shift momentum in the season series tonight. It's their second of 3 games overall, and they'll need to draw on what they learned the last time around.
Without question. I mean, you learn from wins and losses, maybe even more from losses. They took some hard lessons in that first game.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Portis is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's McDermott in at the 3 spot. The feed to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Shot off the pick. And he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. And that's now 6 points for Freak. On defense, the Celtics. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside. Jimmy Butler once again.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, he said he doesn't want to see their offense fall into bad habits and get stagnant. He said as long as we keep moving without the ball and don't stand around watching the paint dry, we'll be able to put up points. Let's see if they can keep their legs moving here tonight, guys.
And Doris, appreciate the report. We'll get to see early on here how coaches focus on their shot selection. comes to fruition, guys.
And if they heed their coach's words and really commit to finding the best shot possible each time down, I think they'll be fine.
Teamwork is the secret here. I mean, if they're going to achieve that goal of shooting a high percentage from the floor, they can't do it as individuals.
Now here's Butler following the miss by Freak. Just 3 to shoot. On its way from Rose for 2. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. McDermott with a steal. Here's Butler. Oh, that's blocked. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. They set the pick. Butler against Bradley. 6 to shoot.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up. There, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing we want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Crowder in for Evan Turner. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Portis. And a wide-open look for Freak. Nice shot from the wing. Freak's got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rose kicks to Butler, and he gets the bucket.
Assist goes to.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Freak. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And good on the basket. Book it.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Rose passes to Butler. .156 left in the first. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And that one comes up a bit short. Celtics leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Boston. Mark. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 16 points for Freak.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Zeller. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And that one's good. Freak.
Fantastic start for him here. I mean, that one makes him 7 of 9 from the field now.
Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Now Dunleavy following the three-point attempt by Freak. to the middle. Here's Gibson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's already got 19 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Brooks dishes to Butler. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dunleavy's shot is off. The dish to Thomas, to the paint, and there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Celtics out in front. And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago Bulls team.
I feel like we're the hungriest team in the NBA. That's a great feeling to be able to say that. Like, whether we shoot the ball well or don't shoot the ball well, win or lose, we know that we're going out there every night, giving everything we got with no regrets.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Mark, he's in at the 4 spot. Bradley is out there with Turner. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The offensive rebound, Gasol. It's deflected, but they get it back. They shoot again. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Dunleavy.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Crowder kicks to Freak. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Freak's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming up the board are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
These are the guys you want on the wing when your team needs a 3. In the second half of the season, they're the top small forwards in the NBA from beyond the arc. Number 1, Doug McDermott.
He is a sharpshooter, guys. I mean, about that, just who you want roaming on the wing and waiting.
.55 seconds left here in the second. Brooks outside. Butler kicks to Brooks. Down low. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
When he's wide open like that, He'll rarely miss those.
For three, Dunleavy, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's Mark. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 7 for him tonight. Bulls trail by 15. And here's Brooks. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Gibson, here we go. And he gets it to go.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
To the inside. And Freak throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for... Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Pau Gasol is out there with Portis, and it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He ended up with 56 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
To the paint and finished off by Gasol.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Boston leading by 13. Thomas kicks to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's now 35 points for Freak.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor. A moment here to see the stats for Butler. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 3rd in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And, you know, it's his lightning-quick hands that have made him one of the best at taking the ball away from opponents. He's also got excellent anticipation.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 5 on the clock. Pass to Portis. Let's go. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. McDermott passes to Rose. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And no one has allowed fewer points since the All-Star break than these teams you see before you now. Number 1, the Celtics.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
Boston making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Outside Rose. There's the pick. Pass to Butler. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has gotten 4 points this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow. And it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Butler dishes to Rose. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. You look at Boston. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Chicago, 3 spots below.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
Chicago making a switch here. Brooks checked in. He dishes it to Noah. Butler on the wing. Noah the screen. Passes it to Brooks. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Brooks has got his first 2 points of the night. Celtics leading by 15. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
And there's the pass to Butler. Gibson with the screen on Bradley. Butler attacking. A second chance effort. And it's Noah laying it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Mark. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 46 points for Freak.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Bradley against Butler. He feeds it to Gibson. Takes the 13-footer. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Thomas kicks to Freak. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Feeds to Noah. Gibson against Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in, and both free throws good from Gibson. Celtics leading by 17. Now Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. In the corner, Crowder with it. Freak with it. Beyond the arc. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. This Freak's checked in for Boston. Avery Bradley comes in for Crowder. And the Bulls making a change also. Gibson's checked in. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Freak is out there at Kelly Olynyk. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Gibson passes to Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. He kicks it to Gibson. Shoots from 12. No good off the front iron.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
From deep three-point range, and it's Freak missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Butler kicks to Rose. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Mark. Gets to the corner and buries it. Freak's got 51. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Fires from deep. And that one's good. Freak's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Some changes for Chicago. Bairstow, he's checked in for Gasol. Dunleavy comes in for Portis. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Rozier the pass to Freak. From past the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Bairstow kicks to Brooks. Here's Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Really an extraordinary game for Gibson. He has 15 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. And that one's good.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The high post shot off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Out to Wallace. Out left to the wing. Here's Mark. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Three-pointer. That's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
You to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I'm shutting down a chain reaction, and here I go. Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or a head cold, you're like, forget that, I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head cold?
Oh, my gosh.
I never got a head cold.
You
I was
are
too hot.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets. They have taken all the decisions so far this season, jumping ahead 3-0 in the season series.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very... impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Jeremy Lin. Bargnani is out there with Batum. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Lamb with Batum. Shots good from Bargnani.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
On defense, Charlotte coming off that loss against the Nets.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Picked by Bargnani. Five on the clock. Outside, Lin. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And a wide open look for Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 6 points for Freak.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Inside, here's Bargnani, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Freak dishes to Turner. He feeds it to Freak. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
To the middle, here's Bargnani. Rebounded by the Celtics. This game... coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn, and that one's good. Bargnani's got 6. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Jacks up a 3, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. And that's 11 points for Freak.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Lynn. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Bargnani. It's stolen by Bradley. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Here's Mark. They get it back. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his first 2 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Bradley. Now here's Lamb, got a hand on it. The 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Has an update for us, George.
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Zeller. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Lee. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Can they get it? And again, the Hornets missing. Boston leading by 10. And here's Freak. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now here's Lynn. Left side, Williams. Dishes it to Batum. They double him with Freak. And the foul called on Freak. Rozier, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Lee, a screen on Zeller. Puts it up off the inbound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Isaiah Thomas. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Rozier. He kicks to Crowder. The pass to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
What a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He's already got 17 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
The Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Freak. Hornets trail by 14. Now Lynn. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And they're able to recover. They set the pick. He dishes it to Hawes. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Celtics leading by 14. Kicks to Thomas. Pass to Freak. From downtown. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Here's the teardrop. Lynn's shot is off.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them. And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream.
But this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Mark, he's in at the 4 spot. Rozier's out there with Turner. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Johnson in at the 5 down low.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He finished with 69 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Charlotte also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Hawes. Bargnani comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Batum in for Lee. Rejected by Bargnani. And Batum kicks to Lamb, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Batum. Plays it up and banks it in.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And he gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
There's a screen. Bargnani passes to Lynn. Jefferson, a screen on Turner. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bargnani with the 3. Great defense that time from Freak. Celtics leading by 22. Outside Turner. Johnson the screen. The Celtics working the ball around now. Freak with it, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. Bradley kicks to Freak, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
That's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
Number 1, the Celtics.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Kelly Olynyk checked in from Amir Johnson. Bargnani dishes to Jefferson. That's good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And Turner kicks to Freak. Now here's Crowder. D right on him. Here's Mark. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Freak's got 10 points in the quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Picked by Bargnani. Lynn the pass to Lamb. Back to Lynn. Shoots from 12. And it's Freak with the rebound. Boston's gone off with a 3-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. They grabbed their own miss. The dish now to Crowder. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. To the paint, here's Mark, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Bargnani a screen on Bradley. Lamb with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The Hornets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And so he hits the technical free throw. And some changes here for the Celtics. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Boston on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Here we go, Boston.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Boston shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Bargnani. Jeremy Lin is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Batum in at the small forward. Outside, Lin. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Turner. The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That free throw good from Jefferson. Both free throws good from Al Jefferson. Celtics leading by 22.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Thomas kicks to Freak. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Screen by Jefferson. Outside, Lin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Feeds to Freak.
Get the ball inside.
It's Bradley on the wing. Inside, here's Mark. Uses both hands to slam it down.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Screen by Jefferson. Batum dishes to Lamb. 90 seconds now into the second half. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Thomas kicks to Freak. Turner against Batum. Turner passes to Thomas. Here's Mark, and the layup's good off the glass. Freak's got 44.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Outside, Lin. Bargnani a screen on Thomas. Lin dishes to Batum. Clock at 6. Jumper off the screen. Here's Bargnani.
What are you doing?
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you look back to their loss last time out. He missed a lot of free throws that cost them.
Well, it was such a close game, they couldn't afford to waste their chances at the line, but he did. And just as you said, Greg, it cost him.
Amir Johnson's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Mark. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
To the inside, Bargnani. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Bargnani's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bradley kicks to Freak. And again, Boston with the triple.
All of those three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
Hornets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Picked by Bargnani. Lin the pass to Jefferson. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Thomas kicks to Freak. Right side, Bradley. To the middle. Here's Mark.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Well, I tell you what, when he gets the hoop in his sights, he is dangerous.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor.
The Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in.
Spacing.
Charlotte also making some changes. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Lee's subbed in for Lamb. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's a screen by Williams. Bargnani kicks to Lee. from 12 feet out. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. That's good. Freak's got 55.
He's found the rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Picked by Lee. Lynn against Thomas. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Bargnani with the three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Bargnani's got 7 now in this quarter. The Celtics have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. And again, the three-point shot from Freak.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
1:24 left to play here in the third. Thomas kicks to Freak. Thomas dishes to Freak. Outside Bradley. Down low. Here's Mark. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Freak's got 60. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Lynn the pass to Bargnani. Williams kicks to Kaminsky. Makes it off the glass. Kaminsky's got his third basket of the night.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now here's Freak, defended by Bargnani. Outside for Thomas. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Rozier in for Avery Bradley. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Look at that jam! Just beautiful. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Here's Lynn. There's the screen. Launches it. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Boston on top, running away. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Boston ends up going with a new group. The Hornets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Evan Turner is out there with Freak, and it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5. Picked by Bargnani. Passes it to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, here's Jefferson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Bradley. To the paint. Here's Mark. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Lamb, he's checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin comes in for Lee.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Bradley. Batum dishes to Williams. Here's Lamb. And Charlotte again with the bucket. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Freak. The feed now to Turner. To the paint. And Jefferson sends it back.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
I mean, when you look at the stat.
20 seconds left in the game. Freak kicks to Bradley. Here's Mark. That's tipped. Now here's Lee. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high-percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
You get money, they started